विद्यानन्देश्वर समारम्भाम् नित्यानन्देश्वरि मध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome all the devotees, disciples, Samajis, Satsangis, Sri Mahants, Mahants, Kotaris, Tanedars, sitting with us through Nithyananda TV, Sadhana TV and two-way video conferencing all over the world. The city is sitting with us in two-way video conferencing, having Nayanadiksha. Seattle, Chidambaram, Toronto, Kailasam, Singapore, Singapuram, Houston, Kalahasti, Ohio, Prague, Nithyananda University, Los Angeles, Nithyananda University, Paris, San Jose, Madurai, Washington DC, Sripuram, Nithyananda Nagaramu, Hyderabad, Tiruvanmiyur, Chennai, Oklahoma, Somanatham, Seattle, Chidambaram, Seramban, Shivakasi, Nithyananda University, Paris and Calgary, Amarnath, High Point, North Carolina, Dubai, Vaidyanatham, Scottsdale, Arizona, Belgium, Dakota Dunes, Kuala Lumpur, Parani, Warrington, UK, New York, Varanasi, Calgary, Amarnath, Surrey, Canada, Hyderabad, Guptakashi, Nyaneshwar, Nepal, Hong Kong, Sirgari, Tune Moon, Hong Kong, High Point, North Carolina, and Guadalupe, Rameshwaram. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Today I will expand on living Advaitha and recreating our reality. Please understand. Every time you visualize and make it into reality, it is called creation. But you visualized, you did not make it into reality, you failed, means it is only recreation. It cannot be direct creation. Please understand. Every time you hold a space for something, if there is an incompletion, the reality you created collapses. So again you will have to complete this incompletion and hold that reality back. So listen. So it cannot be called as creation. I wanted every one of you to provide intense listening, because one of the major mistakes we are doing in the science of creating space, and why we go on losing confidence over our space or blaming ourselves, oh, the space creation and all works sometime and doesn't work sometime, many times doesn't work. Listen, I want you to learn this nitty-gritties of space creation. Once you create a space, if there is an incompletion, the whole space collapses. Don't think if you just complete that incompletion, that space runs. No. You have to recreate again. So whenever you find an incompletion, complete that incompletion and drop and recreate the whole space again. Only then it gets its own individual energy, intelligence, inspiration. I'll give you an exact example. For example, I wanted health or some things to happen as I want. It's an example I am giving. Let me give you the example of Better you, because I don't want anything, that is the problem. So I cannot give experientially that example. If you want wealth, you create the space for attracting maybe $100 million. After you created the space, after 2-3 minutes, who is going to get fooled by this space creation idea and all? Maybe by teaching the space creation idea, he might have become what he wanted to achieve, but we have not got anything. Some foolish, stupid thing. The moment that incompletion comes, but you are so intelligent, you catch that. You catch your SDHD and complete with that and drop. After you complete and drop, you think that space you created earlier is by itself powerful. No. Once you complete the incompletion, again you will have to visualize step by step and create the space, because when you complete the incompletions and drop them, along with that the visualizations you created earlier also goes away. See, next few days I really wanted to teach you the science of space creation. The science of space creation is, it's a self-Kundalini awakening process. Understand? The science of space creation is a self-Kundalini awakening process. You can awaken your Kundalini on your own right, on your own energy, on your own intelligence. You can awaken your Kundalini on your own. The science of space creation, the science of creating the space, can awaken your Kundalini on your own. And keep your Kundalini in right direction. Vivekananda says, unless you complete deep incompletions, even if your Kundalini awakens, there is a possibility you can send your Kundalini energy in that incompletions. See, Kundalini energy is like a lottery given to you. You can use for whatever you want. Kundalini is like a lottery given to you. You can either use it for some good purposes or for bad purposes, means self-destructive. That is why I always insist on first do completion, then the Kundalini be awakened. Purnatva Kriya. Completion, then the Kundalini should be awakened. High level depression. Depression is very cheap. Low level. Even in the depression, there is a category based on the pronunciation. Depression. Understand? A cheap level depression. What it means, really for the things which is unworthy, stupid, useless, bogus. Literally like seeing a rope as a snake and frightened, and in that getting a heart attack and dying. Seeing a rope as a snake and getting frightened and running away is depression. Seeing a rope as a snake, getting a heart attack and collapsing there and dying is depression. Cheap, bogus means even for you to be depressed, there should be a logical reason. Without even a logical reason, you beating yourself is depression. Cheapest type of suffering. Please understand, even depression can be tolerated. Logically coming to a conclusion, and depressed. Depression cannot be tolerated. Even logically, you are not convinced you should be depressed. That is depression. Why are you depressed? I also don't know. Because there is no other state to be, so I am depressed. Because I do not know any other state, I am depressed. Understand? Learning the state to be in is the science of creating space. One of the biggest gift I am giving it to our kids, even they do not know, is the science of space. When I make them grow the rose plants without thorn, or Rudrabhishekam with rain, without even their knowledge, the science of space is becoming their reality. Only after seeing yesterday's Arangetram, I understood, oh God, dance has so many things. I was thinking dance means what? Put the music and jump. Only after yesterday's Arangetram, I understood there is so many things to be learned. Every hand movement. I was talking with my Mahans and Sri Mahans. I said just that one Devaram verse they exhibited. Yesterday we had a Bharatanatyam Arangetram in the ashram. I am talking about that. Two of my disciples, Ananda Purani, Nitya Supriya. Actually, I was planning I will sit for 10 minutes because I will have to go for the next meeting. But I sat for more than an hour almost. It was such a wonderful performance. Yesterday I could not get time to praise them. So today I wanted to acknowledge and bless both the kids. What an amazing performance. And I really wanted to acknowledge, bless both the kids and the parents and the teachers who trained. What an amazing performance. There is so much in the dance has to be learned, the tala, so many, that rhythm and the way the mudras, the body moves. I can tell you guys, the Bharatanatyam will make you completely healthy. Your breathing system, your whole body, stamina, everything. After seeing that yesterday, I really wanted to make Bharatanatyam compulsory for all the women. All the Gurukul kids and Brahmacharinis have to learn Bharatanatyam. Really, I can tell you it will make, it is equivalent to so many kriyas, because when you bend your body such a way, your breathing naturally forms the pranayamic cycles, and just through the Bharadam, they kept the health and the mental health, physical health and everything. I was talking to my Mahants and Sri Mahants, that time I was telling, only after seeing a professional Bharatanatyam performance, we understand the intricacies of the dance. If not, we think, oh, what is there? Dance, put the music and jump. Monkey also jumps. Put the music and jump like monkey. And only when we see the professional Bharatanatyam dancers, we understand. I could not yesterday praise them and bless them. After seeing the performance, I was just, it's too good, too good. That is what I have to tell. Especially to the Acharya, Ranjani Ganesan. She is also a disciple. I just wanted to bless both the kids performed and the Acharya. What an amazing presentation, God. The moment I saw yesterday, I decided we will give honorary doctorate to Ranjani Ganeshan for a seva to the Bharatanatyam. This year, Jayanti, we will give an honorary doctorate through the Nithyananda University to her for her extraordinary capabilities. Usually I don't praise my disciples directly because it is the dharma of the teacher. You should not praise the disciples, you should only demand more and more authenticity from them. So I never praise. But these people are really, both the kids and the teacher, they are really much, much more worthy than the words I am uttering towards them now. They are more worthy than the praise I am giving for them. That is why I am praising. Anyhow, let me come to the point I wanted to explain through this. Only after seeing the dance yesterday, I understood there is so much of intricacies. There is so much to be learnt. Then one of my Mahant was telling, Swamiji, only after we listened to you, we understood speaking is not an ordinary thing. There is so much to be known. But you speak so fluently, like inefficient, means without any effort. Without any effort. Spontaneously the efficiency expressing. Please listen. Without any effort, if you speak, the science of speaking has become your basic cognition. Yesterday also when I saw the dance, they were dancing without any effort. Means the science of dancing has become their cognition. Same way, the science of space, when it becomes your cognition, you become Manosiddha. Understand? This is what I was trying to convey. I went to Bharatanatyam and everything and came back. Listen. When the science of dance became effortless act in you, cognition in you, you become master of Bharata. Same way, when the science of speaking becomes effortless cognition in you, you become master orator. When the science of space creation becomes effortless cognition in you, you become Manosiddha. Listen. That is why I wanted to teach you the science of space creation. When you create a space, if there is an incompletion found in it and you complete it and drop it, the space you created also goes away. Again, you have to create the space. Again, you will have to hold the space for what you want to create. Go on completing. Go on holding the space. Go on completing. Go on holding the space. For example, if you want to become Shiva, you create the space Shiva. If an incompletion comes up, no, I have fear, this, that, how can I be Shiva? Then complete and drop it, Namaha. Then again Shiva. If incompletion comes up, complete and drop it, Namaha. Again Shiva. If an incompletion comes up and complete and drop it, Namaha. When Namaha, you don't need to repeat Namaha, you become Shiva. That's all. Shiva. Namaha. Shiva. Namaha. Shiva. You don't need to say Namaha. That's all is the science of creating a space. And there is another one brilliant method. First itself put Namaha, means do all the incompletions, complete all of them and drop it, Namaha Shivaya. Namaha Shivaya. If incompletion comes up, then Namaha, complete and drop it, Shivaya. But you have to create a space. After you complete the incompletions and drop it, your space creation becoming your basic cognition is Manosiddhi. With the authenticity, you will always achieve Manosiddhi. I tell you, the space creation can be achieved in 3 ways. 1, if you continuously live around the Master, you will see how he holds that space. You will pick it up. Or, if you are directly doing the Guru Seva, again you will pick it up. Or, listen, continuously doing the perpetual completion, again you will get it. Either living in Guru Sannitya or Guru Seva or perpetual completion, continuous completion, tirelessly completing. If the tiredness comes up, complete that also, because that is one more incompletion. Perpetual perpetual completion. Perpetual completion leads to living Advaitha. Perpetual completion leads to enlightenment. Perpetual completion leads to the life of the ultimate. So understand, whenever I give this gap, look in those gaps, are you grinding in your mind the words I uttered, or have you already fallen into your incompletion? The old stupid thinking style. Just look in. Then you will understand whether you are in the perpetual completion or perpetual incompletion. Whenever I give this gap, understand, are you grinding the words I uttered, or is your mind fallen into the trap of your old thinking? Then you will understand whether you are growing in the line of perpetual completion or perpetual incompletion. The essence of today's satsang is science of creating the space. For next few days I wanted to continue to explain, because the science of creating the space cannot be taken for granted. The science of creating the space does not come by itself. Only after seeing the dance yesterday I understood dance does not come by itself. You have to build it and make it as your basic cognition. So science of completion also, science of creating the space also should be created in you and made into basic cognition. So understand, the space creation really works. You need to understand that first. Whatever you think can become reality. Creating the space works. Creating the space works. If it is not working, something is wrong with the way you are creating and the system and the science. Complete that. That's all is the essence of today's satsang. I bless you all. Let you all radiate with integrity, authenticity, responsibility, enriching and causing eternal bliss. Nithyananda. Thank you.
Nithyananda Dhyanapitham, Nithyananda Nagar, off Mysore Road, Bidadi, Bengaluru. Phone 08027279999. www.nithyananda.org. www.youtube.com/Life Bliss Foundation.